Countries in the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation known as APEC share a public commitment and numerous initiatives to address gender inequality. Yet, statistics discussed at the Women and the Economy Forum in Seattle this weekend highlight the amount of work that still lies ahead.
It will take over 130 years to close global gender participation gaps, and that we are 300 years away from gender equality. But also that closing the global gender gap in participation would add up to $28 trillion to global GDP, or nearly $17 trillion for the Asia-Pacific. I don't have 300 years, nor 130. I'm getting impatient.
Chantel Stratford, APEC Chair for Policy Partnership on Women and the Economy, warned that gains in gender equality are fragile, reversible, and cannot be taken for granted. One of the main topics on the agenda was digital inclusion, with its promises and risks.
I spoke to many women, just generally asked them the question of what are the challenges they face in their field, and inevitably, technology-facilitated harassment, online sexual abuse would come up in those conversations, which was upsetting. And in my current position as Ambassador at Large for Global Women's Issues in the Department of State in the United States, I want to really bring together technology experts to think about what are ways to increase women's safety, because technology is a tool that can offer women enormous opportunities.
Another concern raised at the forum was climate change and its disproportionate impact on women.
We're looking at a prediction that over the next decades we're going to see 25 million to 1 billion people on the move. Now, what does that mean for young women? We know that after climate disasters, rates of violence go up against women, rates of unsafe abortion, rates of unplanned pregnancy. We estimate that over the next 20 years that 14 million women will lose access to contraception. So when we think about this, about women on the move and how we can support their health care.
Y-Labs is a global design and research organization working on solutions to improve health and economic opportunity for young people. CEO Rebecca Hope told VOA she sees potential in employing technology to support climate resilience.
Options like digital sex education, digital access to ordering contraception, digital self-care for mental health. Mental health is severely impacted by climate disasters and climate change for young people. So I think there's opportunities to really innovate in the healthcare space to be able to offer young people more options in the way they access healthcare. It's not a replacement for traditional health services and health workers, but I think it's another tool in our toolkit.
While sharing many similar concerns, not all countries are on the same page with solutions or ready to implement them at the same pace. Sometimes it's about keeping the dialogue going. Natasha Mozgovaya, VOA News, Seattle, Washington.